Hi, my video got popular, so now we have to talk about some comments. But before we do that, Drew, did you know that Martian Manhunter was first on Smallville? No, you didn't! Neither did I!
That makes two of us.
That makes two of us.
In order to launch a successful monetized movie review channel, you need to not know that.
Yeah, you need to not know that.
Because we had that in common, and now we've reached our limit, so thanks, guys!
Yeah, thank you.
Let's reply to some comments, because everyone clearly agreed with you on this video.
Well, not everyone. Our first one up, Anatos Arcade. All these snowflakes offended that a show said something disagree with. That's some great spelling and grammar there.
Something.
Yes.
I love your pronunciation of it.
Thank you. I just have to commit. But it's not that I'm offended that the show said something I did disagree with. Sorry. It's the fact that it doesn't apply to real life. If this was something more along the lines of like Shameless or even a sitcom like Last Man Standing, we might have a bit more of a common ground we can find on this.
Okay, yeah.
But another comment's going to highlight the exact problem with this show. It doesn't work here. We're talking about people who fly around.
And also, like, a show can be political and interesting. But the important thing, like, anything that's controversial or political is, by definition, cared about on both sides very passionately. And there's a way you can demonstrate that in a show while showcasing the dilemma.
Exactly.
Whereas a writer or a TV show that pitches it all as one side, that's how you
get
lose
slanted.
Right. And that's how people get annoyed, because they're not going to watch this show and think, Supergirl applies to real life.
Yeah,
even though
Arrow
Supergirl,
applies to real life.
even though they could not be further from reality.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, so Anatos, you're wrong. All right.
Back to Refried Friday.
Yeah, pretty
Is that
much.
what I used to do?
That's what you used to do.
You're
Yes.
wrong. Next.
The least they could do is have a character with opposing views. Thank you.
Oh wow,
Ranger 129.
I didn't even see that comment.
I know
That's
you did.
almost exactly what I just.
That's exactly what.
Thank you,
said.
Ranger. That's a good point.
The problem with it is I've seen bits and pieces about this. I know I saw it in the Arrow episode where they talk about gun control.
Yeah.
And I know in the Supergirl episode where they talk about gun control, there's no agenda, you're just paranoid. That they actually try and do this, but they're horrible at it. Which is almost more insulting, because there's actual things you could say, even if, again, it doesn't apply to real life, you could still toss it out there and have it rattling around in your cortex.
Sure.
So, Ranger 29, you're onto something. I like your thought process.
I just picture you shaking your head around with a little coin in the hand sound. John Doe commented, Supergirl is not written to be intelligent, artistic, or even good.
Yes.
It is written to bring in advertiser money and push the social agenda of the writer.
Yes.
But if the purpose is to bring in money,
it's doing great. It'll do that till the day's end.
You're gonna lose people, though.
That's true.
If you start pandering to one side and then you treat the opposing view like they're a babbling idiot.
Yes.
That's how you lose people. There's a conversation that can happen that can resemble
just not with
real life.
Just not with this character.
But you can't say, like, it's the equivalent of saying, would you rather have yummy chocolate or ugly vanilla? You know, like, it's like, well, if I like vanilla, you're saying I'm ugly, or you're saying, like, I can't like vanilla with the way you're framing it. So it's not an intelligent, as John's saying, it's not an intelligent way of treating a controversial topic for your audience.
All right, next one. Bryan Hensley, buy a comb and a shirt with buttons. You are a grown-up now. I can do what I want, thank you.
Put your face in your freaking profile picture.
Yeah.
You can't, like, what is this agenda that, like, I don't know, agendas on the mind.
Yeah,
like, if you're an adult, you have to wear button-up shirts.
I mean, I like button-ups, but not right now. I just want to wear a long sleeve. Leave me alone.
It's a video.
And guess what? I shot that in the summer. Do you know what California summers are like? It is hell. We are an active fire ecology, John. Or Brian, sorry, I had the guy in my head.
This office almost burned down literally weeks ago.
Yes.
Not in the summer, but just on an unrelated note.
Just an unrelated note. It gets so hot in here.
Button-ups are more annoying, too.
Kinda.
They just, you have to, like, work it, or a t-shirt, I gotta admit, there's a reason Taylosif does not sell button-up shirts. It's because Teespring doesn't have it.
Alright. Anyway, Bryan Hensley, don't tell me what to do. Alright, squatting heads. Really? You needed the agenda to realize this show was bleep Every single DC show is horrible. They are teen girl dramas. What the hell is wrong with you that people are not realizing it after 10 seconds and still watching Flash or Arrow? Okay. Here's the thing.
I think he has a good point.
He's onto something, but once you start, that's a can of worms you don't want to open because everything's a teen drama at some point, really. I don't really know what the problem is with teen dramas. Have you watched Buffy or Angel? They're awesome, even if they are horribly cheesy and dated. But just because something is a drama, especially focused on teens, like, I don't care. I've watched cartoons, even though I'm an adult. I'm almost 25 now. Because the drama is still good, even as an adult. Can you safely say that you watched The Last Airbender twice? I can. Yeah. And you know what? I don't care if it was for kids, it was still a well-written show.
That's a great example, actually.
The same way that The Flash is generally a well-done and well-written show as well.
Yeah.
I had to experiment with Supergirl because otherwise, how am I going to know? I can't leave a stone unturned.
Right.
So,
and while I am 20 years old and I am married, I am genuinely pondering why they're making a fourth Toy Story.
Yeah.
Even though that's not really for my demographic or that's a different genre, it's still there are bad animated movies, there are good animated movies. Yes. Similar to kind of cheesy teen dramas, there are good, there are bad.
At least I'm not watching Degrassi High, okay? GC Arts. Okay, this is an actual serious one, guys.
Okay, we got the legit one here.
GC Arts. I agree with almost everything, alright? But I have to point out one thing, though. America might have dealt with the whole homophobia thing in the 90s and aughts, but in a large part of the world, this is still an issue. Agreed. In my country, the chances of getting disowned for being gay are quite high, actually. Younger people are getting more open-minded because of the influence of shows like this one, and that's why I keep thinking these scenes is of vital importance. Okay, on the one hand, I'm with you there. I really get that. I really do. I'm totally in support of what you're saying. On the other hand, I don't know, if you're watching Supergirl in somewhere like Pakistan, your head's probably already into chopping black, I'm sorry.
That's a new law they passed. You can't watch anything from the CW network.
I say that and I just feel so awful.
Yeah.
But I see what you're saying, so this one's got me kind of iffy. And I'm glad that the younger people are a little more open-minded about it. So that's great.
That is
awesome,
important. Yeah.
Positive.
Yep.
But I think that kind of thing can also stem from within and just reading. You don't necessarily have to go, I can only assume this one's just going to get so much hate and just fire in the comments.
Right.
But GC Arts, I'm with you, alright?
Well, and to a certain extent, if you want to spread this message of acceptance in the new world, Supergirl's not a great way to start.
No.
That's a pretty distant example to be going off of. So I don't think Supergirl's helping the world with their messages.
Exactly. I mean, even something like, I don't know, Fuller House would be way better. I've actually been watching that a lot just to have it in the background. It's growing on me what, it's stupid, but I like it. But
guilty pleasure.
Yeah, at least that makes more sense because while Kimmy Gibbler's insane, she's not going to start flying around the San Francisco skyline. At least
that'd be an interesting twist.
That'd be a very interesting twist, but it's not going to happen. So, like I said, with you.
That'll be the third reboot. Even more Fuller. Even more Fuller House.
Fullest house. Okay.
It's full of crime.
Okay, I don't know what's up with this name, but Zionist Mangler. So the president in Supergirl is an illegal alien and every executive act was unlawful. Kind of reminds me of 44. Pew!
Doesn't Zionist Mangler sound like something you'd be tried with in court? Why did this man get arrested? Oh, he was a Zionist Mangler. Oh, I see. That's 10 years. I'm gonna look this up and find out it's something terrible.
Probably are. Okay.
Oh,
Moving on.
Okay.
Gabrielle Farcier, I think that's how you say that. The whole Maggie Sawyer and her dad being in a huge conflict is very true to the comics of the 1980s when John Byrne rebooted the series. I haven't seen Supergirl and how they did it here, but Maggie and her dad really did have that in the comic. And that's fine. At some point, that was a huge deal that needed to be talked about, so I can accept that this was something they're pulling from the comics. But at the same time, you kind of have to modernize with the times, and again, I'm pretty sure in a world where there are literal aliens not of this world, your daughter being gay isn't really that big a deal anymore. you become a lot more accepting of little things in your own species.
When you find out there's other sentient life forms.
Yeah, suddenly...
Mix it up a little bit.
Granted, it seems like they're taking that really well that there's aliens, but still.
It also, like, it came from a comic book is not an excuse for criticism. You can still be like, well...
You know what else came from a comic book? Spider-Man One More Day. If we made that into a movie, there'd be riots. Michael Hulse. Poor Whittle Snowflake doesn't like being called out for his screwed up political beliefs. Okay, listen, Michael, here's the thing. I'm not triggered or anything like that. I'm not trying to be a snowflake if that's what you're getting at. There's a lot of things I've accepted about my own beliefs to the point where I'm like, the only thing I'm really hard line about and no genuine certainty of is don't be mean to other people because they're different. Let everybody have any gun that they want. That's it. That's about the biggest scope of my beliefs as you can get. Maybe let's get government out of things, but we're not going to go there right now. It's not that I'm being called out for my political beliefs. It's that they're trying to call me out, but they're not even representing me in some cases. Like, I'm sure Lena Luthor makes some sound arguments, but when it seems like she's the straw man, or straw woman in this case, for gun rights, as is that case of that episode, which she makes a great point, because James Olsen's like, oh, what? You think everyone feels safe with a gun? Like, yeah, she's always attacked every day. It is literally a weekly occurrence.
At that point, yes.
Go away, Michael. You don't have much to contribute here. Oh, this is my favorite one. Zodiac 2119. This show has the subtle nuances of a kindergartner screaming boys drool, girls drool at the top of her lungs.
Yeah, I'll admit, I started Supergirl, and I was getting this exact vibe from the very pilot. And I was going, oh boy, I can already tell.
Yeah.
This show's gonna be fun.
Yeah. I hate that I hung with it for so long because I was like, I have to give it a chance. I have to know if it changes, and it didn't.
Well, and you're not alone with your opinions either.
No, I'm not.
As you can see, a lot of people online are speaking out about this.
I don't know who said it, but your comment's gonna get sort of brought up here. But somebody said that in season 4, the villain is basically just Ben Shapiro.
What if it actually was?
Oh my god.
That would be fantastic.
I would respect the show so much more for that.
So then,
because at least they would have someone on with differing ideological points.
And then someone shows up with a destructive yarmulke.
Ben Shapiro destroys Supergirl with facts and logic and kryptonites.
He has like laser eyes. But he just goes to colleges and she has to stop him. That'd be kind of wonderful.
I would watch the hell out of this.
Yeah, that would be an interesting turn.
That would be a great.
I'd be fascinated with
Anyway, I like it, Zodiac.
What's with all these names? They're so
I don't
creepy.
know. They're weird. Oh, you want to talk about weird? Doomsday.
Oh, perfect.
Doomsday says, never mind the anti-gun messages coming from her and her friends, which is hypocritical considering she and Martian Manhunter are walking WMDs.
Right?
Thank you!
That's an at least valid point.
It is really a weird pedestal to be on that you're preaching for gun control, saying they're all bad, and you're bulletproof. Of course you don't want anybody to have guns, which why would you care at that point? You can't die from a bullet.
Yeah, if anything, like trying to handle a very real topic as a fictional person that doesn't actually get affected.
Yeah.
that's very hypocritical.
It'd be like Superman talking about how, like, I don't know, calculus entrance exams aren't inclusive enough. Like, you're Superman! Why do you care?
I just want to imagine Clark Kent having these strong opinions about the education system.
Yeah, right. Alright, and Reddit Champ says Trump 2020.
How did we get that out of this video at all? Just randomly. I bet I've gotten that comment on tech videos for no reason.
Probably.
It's like, man, I want air power to come out. Trump 2020.
Oh, man.
What? Where?
I love some of these. Like, I think we talked about this before the video, and you said some of these are like, did you just make a bunch of bot accounts to do this? Like, no! I swear to God I didn't. But
we are just as surprised as you are with this success.
It is extremely pleasing and also hilarious. This one went way off the rails. DJ Real Rid 2K.
Thanks for putting a lot of work into that name.
Yeah, I mean, no one's gonna mistake you.
You're so cool.
Liberalism is a mental disorder and spreads like a cancer. I like the first seasons of Supergirl. I am grateful that the producers had Melissa, I don't know how to say her name, as Cara Danvers, Cara Zor-El, Supergirl, wearing hosiery with her up instead of having bare leg with lots of tattoos. I wasn't a fan of the Okay, you went off on a tangent, bro.
Sometimes...
And that's saying something from me.
Is it too crazy for me to suggest that YouTube comments should be like tweets? They have a character limit?
Okay,
Just kept going.
Joseph Cush. I don't know what he's referring to this, but we're strong woman.
Joseph is a strong woman.
Joseph is multiple strong women. I mean, all right.
Joseph speaks for all women.
Yes.
On Earth with this.
He's mansplaining like hell.
How dare you, Joseph?
Okay, I have to talk about this one. It's not Supergirl related, but it's DC. Martial Arts 4321. I like that. That sounds actually like a fun TV show. Arrow not including season 4's overall decent show. No. Except for Spectre of the Gun. Exactly. No. Great action and decent story. Flash season 1 and 2. Okay, we're just gonna focus on Arrow. Arrow is going down the toilet. The first 3 seasons, they're good. I would say they're almost great, honestly. They're at least encapsulated. It all feels well-rounded, even though, ignore the fact that we don't know what happened those last 2 years of this journey. Nope. Don't need to worry about that.
I disagree with you, but go on.
Yeah. But
debatable.
Just no. I might have to just review Spectre of the Gun just because there was so much going on there I need to call out that I didn't get to in my own review of it. But
perhaps. Let us know.
Please do. Oh, Tim Possible. I'm surprised you didn't mention Black Lightning, but then again I'm not. And my reply was, morbid curiosity rises. Platinum Cardinal actually clarified the statement I said in this with the Terry Pratchett quote. And his whole quote was, racism was not a problem on Discworld because, what with trolls and dwarves and so on, speciesism was more interesting. Black and white lived in perfect harmony and ganged up on green. Terry Pratchett. Free your dollar. Surprised you still watch Legends, as it has the same issues as Supergirl, so much so that the SJW hard leftist writers figured out the leader of the Legends was a white male, so axed him and put a reckless mental case like Sarah in charge. Women power! Whammon! See, the thing is that maybe I just need to rewatch it, but I don't feel that from Legends of Tomorrow. No, but then again, I'm not paying attention because I'm like, man, they're traveling through so much time and causing so many paradoxes.
There's so many other distractions.
There's so many other distractions. I'm sure if I went back and watched it again, I'd be like, hey, but like
not on the nose as much.
Not on the nose. Okay. Like somebody in here said something about how they made Captain Cold, Citizen Cold, whatever he's called on Earth X gay, and I'm just like, I don't care. That registers the same to me as when somebody talks about their girlfriend. I don't think about it.
It's like that's
just me. So
that's just a fact at that point.
Yeah, it's like, just all right.
Okay.
I don't care.
He has blonde hair. Okay.
How many comments is on this video?
Too many.
Dear God, 454 or 545. Oh dear Lord. Thank you everybody for watching that video. I'm so happy you got some enjoyment out of it, and to the people who commented, thank you. And I think we're just gonna call it here. And I'm Den and Movie Man.
And I'm Drew.
And you have a good day.
Take care.